Hey there, my name is Elena, and I am the owner and creator of my self-love coaching business, Philotia Coaching. I'm a certified health, life, and transformation coach. From my expertise knowledge in transformation wellness, and from my own difficult experiences as an insecure girl in high school, I've developed life-changing life coaching programs to help women find true self-love and acceptance through authentic, personalized, and holistic guided coaching practices. On this channel, I share my knowledge and expertise insights to guide you to elevating your relationship with yourself. This week, I'm talking about romantic relationships, specifically how I navigated toxic romantic relationships in high school that kept my relationship with myself fragile and distant. I'm not sure if it's always starting the same for everyone, but for me, I chased the feeling of love. Almost always from people who were emotionally unavailable. It was like kind of a thing. This desire for love and the habit of pursuing guys who weren't ready or wanting a relationship was my own self-inflicted downfall. I wanted love and I wanted a relationship with a romantic partner more than I wanted it with myself. And so my priorities were out of alignment, so my relationship with myself suffered. Unfortunately, when the romantic relationship went to shit, because I didn't have a strong relationship with myself to pull me through, I sank and I drowned in a relentless emotional struggle. When I got cheated on, I ran from one relationship to another. I had always heard from movies and other people that the best way to get over someone is to get under someone else. And maybe that does work for some people. But for a high school girl with so many insecurities and doubts about herself, they were only heightened from my boyfriend's public infidelity. It really wasn't the best choice for me. But I couldn't stand being alone. I hated being by myself. It was a constant reminder that I didn't know who I was or what I wanted. Being alone was like looking in the mirror and having to face the uncomfortable emotions and questions that I had about myself that I had been shoving under the rug for years. So I did what I thought was easier and more convenient. I ran to someone new to try to heal. From a self-love perspective, that's like going to McDonald's and expecting to get a nourishing meal. Usually the relationships that are cheap and convenient are low in quality and high in toxicity. But back then, I didn't know it. It also meant that I didn't care. I did whatever I had to do to distract myself from the pain of being alone, even if that meant keeping company that dragged me down even further. So how do you get out of this funk? How do you break free from this self-sabotaging pattern? For me, I took an oath of celibacy, which may seem drastic and crazy to some of you, but for me, declaring this commitment to myself was life-changing and gave me the clarity I needed to prioritize my relationship with myself. My oath declared, I won't engage in a romantic or sexual relationship with anyone until I feel comfortable and confident with myself. And I will not allow another to know me intimately until I know myself intimately first. I didn't give myself a time frame like, okay, I'll give myself 3 months or 6 months or a year. It was an open-ended commitment. I didn't care how long it took. All I cared about was how I felt. I didn't know how long this journey I was on that would take me. It ended up taking me 18 months to open my heart to another person. And when that time finally did come, it ended up leading me to my now husband, who I've been happily with for almost 10 years now. The journey of focusing on my relationship with myself led me to a real relationship. When the time came to embrace that relationship with my old self-sabotaging habits, insecurities, and toxic patterns didn't dictate my actions anymore. I knew who I was. I knew what I wanted. And my husband met me with the same level of respect and love that I had for myself. Had I not gone on that journey, taking the time to cut off the relationships with others until I knew myself, until I loved myself, I would have found myself in the same irritating pattern. Same shit, different toilet. I encourage you to be honest with yourself and ask yourself if you get into relationships too quickly and start to get curious about why. Is it because you're uncomfortable with yourself? Do you hate being alone? Are you feeling behind because you want to just have someone to start a life with? Get curious and then make a declaration to yourself that you are going to take the time to focus on working through those uncomfortable feelings. Because the longer you avoid them, the more they will sabotage your chances of a successful and happy relationship. It'll be a reoccurring problem that haunts you at every turn. Maybe for you, it isn't about being celibate like I was. Maybe the oath is enough. Maybe it isn't. I encourage you to experiment, but no matter which strategy you choose, consider the oath you make to yourself sacred. Don't break an oath to yourself for anyone. It may not always be easy, but that commitment and devotion to yourself is where the real change happens. Push through the discomfort because you're worthy of pushing through uncomfortable feelings, babe. I hope you enjoyed today's self-love conversation. If you did, be sure to click the subscribe button to my channel to never miss out on any of my upcoming videos and to have direct access to all my other self-love conversations. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Philotia Coaching or online at philatiacoaching.com for more free self-love content. That's it for today. Until next time, remember, you are worthy of love. XOXO.